Bridget from To Urban Up, and today again we are doing the 5-minute oil fix, and we are talking about frankincense essential oil. It is a great one to have on hand. It is one of the more expensive oils, but it is an oil that has been used since ancient times, of Bible times. It's been used for thousands of years in multiple ways, and rightfully so. It's considered a sacred oil. So even though it's one of the more expensive ones, it's definitely one that once I finally did go ahead and spend the money and got it, I was so glad that I did. It is so worth it. It can be used multiple ways. It can be used topically. You can diffuse it, so you can use it aromatically, or you can use it internally. To use it aromatically, again, you can diffuse it, or you can just put a couple of drops on, a pillow or your hands and breathe it in that way. So there's different ways to use it aromatically besides just diffusing. So it's pretty versatile in that sense, but I love just having it on hand, putting a couple of drops in my hands, and then breathing it in times of stress or trauma. I've used it multiple ways that way and seen it work so quickly and so effectively to just calm. I've used it on my son to calm him down. When he broke his arm, we used it. I've used it on for some other of my friends and relatives, just in certain situations where, we just needed to be calmed down and just kind of, refocus and all, and it's great for that. It also is great to focus, and so if you are going to have a long day, you're heading off to work, you're going to study, it's great to use that way because it just does help not only with the stress, but it helps you focus and just to be able to think clearly. So it's great to use in the mornings, or even, like I said, throughout the day in those times. So it's a great oil to diffuse and to use aromatically, but you can also use it topically. It's great for your skin, and it doesn't have the photosynthesizing effect where it can irritate your skin. So it's really good. I still dilute it if I'm going to use it topically, but you don't have to worry about the sun and going out in the sun. And it is very soothing to your skin. It's great for age spots. It's great for wrinkles and just older skin and aged skin. It's also great if you have skin blemishes to help heal that. And I have a face wash on my website that it's in, and I use it. I also will put it into lotions and just put a couple of drops in, and it really helps with that. So if you just want to help your skin look younger as long as you can, like most of us ladies do, it's a great oil to just add a couple of drops to. I would say though, if you're using it for skin, specifically for skin properties, then you want to add it to something that is thicker, that's going to stay on your skin for a while, that's not going to absorb straight in, just so that it will stay and work on their skin and not be absorbed all the way in, because it does absorb very quickly. But again, it's really good that way. It also has astringent properties, so another way and reason to use it on the skin. It's great, even I've used it for like after you've been out in the sun, and I've got some different sprays or mixes that I've used to help soothe the skin from sunburn and things. So it just has a lot of properties that way. And again, it has some anti-inflammatory properties, so again, that's going to help with the sun. And it also helps with even the anti-inflammatory properties, even all the way to the brain, and that's why it helps in those times of stress and trauma to just kind of soothe and calm you mentally, emotionally. So it just really works on multiple levels there. It supports different organs and systems of the body, so you can use it internally. It helps with liver and kidneys. It helps with the GI tract and just supports those. So it's really good, even, and safe to use internally. But again, if I'm struggling with some kind of cold or sickness or something, then I like frankincense because it just really works on so many different levels with the body and helping the immune system. And the last thing is headaches. I don't have migraine headaches, but I have tension headaches sometimes, or hormone headaches or whatever, and then I've just taken some and swiped it across my forehead or the back of my neck, wherever that headache is coming from, and it has really helped to soothe and to just head off that headache before it gets really bad. And I've heard with migraines it does the same way, and that would make sense because of the anti-inflammatory inflammatory properties, even with the brain, to help soothe and calm just all those neurons and the electrical impulses and the nervous system. It just works on so many levels. So it's a great one to try for that sense too, but it does help with other headaches, I know. So just a great oil to have on hand, a pretty safe oil to have on hand. Again, it is considered a sacred oil even still. It's one of the more expensive ones, but it's well worth its money. I've used it multiple ways, and if you live a life that has any kind of stress, or you have any kind of anxiety and those things just from work or whatever, which most of our lives have stress and anxiety and we deal with that just in life, frankincense is definitely one that you are going to want to have, and so I definitely recommend it. That is your 5-minute oil fix for today. As always, keep herbing it up.